Yo, people, what's going on? Back again. Red Talk settings. Manchester United 0. Man City 2. What are you man saying?
3 years, 7 months since we last won a trophy. I don't even know what to say. First of all, let me just say, Ruben Diaz, what a signing. Today he was immense.
Yeah.
And the first 20 minutes, Man City towards the footballing lesson. The way they were moving the ball in triangles, the passing movements was just unbelievable. I can't even lie. I was jealous of Man City in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say about us.
Yo, this is no one. I don't think anybody, even though you might be upset, dejected, angry about the performance, I don't think anybody's shocked by this. Like, this is what we do. This is probably why I am not mad about the result, because we know Ollie's not good enough. The performances from the players wasn't good enough, no, but Ollie was just so slow to react. Like, in terms of you're 1-0 down, you're in a semi-final. We haven't looked like creating anything. You have options off the bench, and you wait till the 75th minute to change it. You know what I'm saying? No Bailly, you bring Lindelof back next to Maguire. If you're not going to play Bailly, why not Axel? Shaw losing his stones for the first goal. So it's just one of them. This is why I'm not mad. I'm not like.
I'm mad. That first goal was absolute joke. The way the ball came across the entire 6-yard box. Pogba and Rashford should have dropped. Lindelof let the ball come in. Maguire let the ball come in. And then Luke Shaw, he wasn't even goal side over John Stones.
Yeah, I blame because Shaw can see he's in front, so Shaw to me should be matched.
There surely has to be some communication in that defense.
Yeah, but the thing is, how many times have we seen Manchester United concede goals where we're like, you could say that there should be some form of communication in the back line. Like, a lot of the goals we concede are due. It's not individual brilliance or team slicing us open. It's individual errors, and more often than not, it's more than one player. Like you said, you just listed 4 or 5 men there for one goal.
It's always a catalog. It's always a catalog of errors, bro. It's always
4 or 5 men for one goal. So, but this is why if we got through, cool. If we can't, if we don't, then I'm like, we move. And this goes back. Obviously, we're talking about the Carabao Cup game that's just gone on. But when it comes to people and they say, "Oh, can we win the league?" I say it. Am I going to jump on the bandwagon and hype it up? Yes. But in my heart of hearts, do I believe we can? No. Because we have a manager I believe will get the key decisions wrong. We've seen him get key decisions wrong today. We've seen him get
not just today, bro. Like, bro,
I'm just using today as an example.
If this player could manage, if he could manage his way out of a Tesco's car park, we'd still be in the Champions League.
Oh my days, man! You know what struck me tonight? Right. I know you probably will get the comments up, but when he said we made progress in the semi-finals, that's one of his comments after the game. How can you make progress in the semi-finals if you haven't gone past the semi-finals?
Because we were 3-0 down in 45 minutes last season against City. That's how Ole Gunnar Solskjaer looking at it.
Like, seriously, man. Honestly, man, look at there, 4 semi-final losses. I'm not here to kind of play pretty football and, you know, we do what we got to do in certain games and everyone has their clutch moments and whatnot. I'm not here for that, man. If I wanted to do that, bro, I support other teams where you get me. You'll have their moments where it's up and down. I want to win trophies, man. And the thing is, man, you get me? Like, I cannot see this manager winning it. That's the bottom line, guys, man. I cannot see Ole Gunnar Solskjaer winning trophies, man.
But this is Ollie's ceiling, finishing third, reaching now 4 semi-finals. This is him. He's not good enough, even with this squad, to get there. And this is why I'm Ollie out. This is why other people I know, these reasons are Ollie out. Like Rants touched on it then, the fact that we should still be in the Champions League. And I've used that as an example of to why I believe we can't win the Premier League. And it's solely not because of the owners or the board or anything or the players. I think it's on the manager. You know what I mean? He gets key decisions wrong. He's too slow to react in games. Where a goal down and you have 40 minutes to go. Why are you waiting until the 75th minute? He brought on Donny with a minute to go. Was it like the 87th minute or something like that?
Yeah, disrespectful.
Yeah, it's like why? What can Donny do?
That, you know?
And the thing is, Donny's good enough quality to impact a game if you give him enough time. Give him half an hour. Give him 40 minutes.
We weren't keeping possession of the ball. We had 39% of possession. Donny van der Beek's one of the best players that we have at keeping the ball. Even like the Man United, bring him on instead of Scott McTominay. Just do something. Change something. That's all we want to see. Because saying the Man United got like the thing is, the EFL Cup, we have 5 subs now.
5.
Change something, I will be like, you know what? At least Ollie tried. We'll give him some credit. 87 minutes until Donny van der Beek came on.
That's why I don't give no credit, man. I just wait. You know what I'm saying? This is why people are saying to me, give credit and that. I want to give credit when I see when we're going somewhere, man. Like you got today, yeah. City didn't even go out of first gear. Did City go out of first gear?
Second
Man
gear.
City go out of first gear today.
I think the first 20 minutes they were unbelievable. Other than that, I thought they were average.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, you know what I mean? You're thinking, right, we're having some possession of play and we're trying to do something. I could not look at that game. I'm thinking what Man United were trying to do. The whole of Martial, not existent. Why? Because there's no service. Bruno, for me, in terms of what his positioning is here, he's looking for the ball everywhere. The midfields were left wide open. Then McTominay's catching shadows. Fred is catching shadows. Then it's backs against the wall. And it's just like, it's all of a mismatch. And I'm like, how can you look? How are we talking about this here? The biggest moments here in your careers, guys. The pinnacle where you need to go to win trophies, and we're still short again. And that for me, yeah, that's why I never back this manager. I would never back this manager until I can see proper changes in this football club, and I can see we're trying to win something. Until that moment, I'll just have my doubts.
You know what? Yeah. I feel like it's one of them games where like you can say something bad about every player, you could, you know, dig out any player, blah blah. So that's not even what I'm gonna do really. Like there's no player out there that stood out or anything like that. I thought on the ball, under no real pressure, because City weren't even really doing the press. The touches today were poor. The passing was sloppy. Lethargic. It was just like, yo, I don't know what was up with these guys, because even under no pressure, the touch was bouncy and we're going into 50-50s and stuff. City just seemed like they had a little bit of extra spring. That it worked against Chelsea as well with the no striker. Yeah, I feel like obviously they got that extra midfielder out there. Do you know what I mean? And it suffocates you. It makes their possession 80%, 79% or whatever. Do you know what I mean? And we couldn't get to grips with that. But we obviously had a few openings, but all in all, it was just a poor performance. City were by far the better team today, just from start to finish. Do you know what I mean? I feel like Oli took a bit too long to make his subs. I'm not sure if you guys have probably touched on that already, but I feel like he took too long to make a change. I thought Fred.
Bruv, he didn't want to make one. He didn't want to make a change. He didn't know what to do, bro. 75 minutes. He was happy to just watch the game and just drift away from us, bro. We were in the game at 1-0 down because City dropped off after an hour, bro. Like you could see that they were content with the one goal. They were sitting back. They almost looked like they wanted to defend, bro. Like, and that's why they were sitting back. They were there for the taking, bro. They were there. Yeah, we were positive, and we could string 2-3 passes together. We could have got onto them, but we didn't.
You see, City in general, like they can be got at as well. There's opportunities where in the first half, Rashford had an opportunity, or he got blocked by Diaz, and he made a couple quick too eager with his runs a couple times and stuff. But there was a few times, like even in situations like that, the pass was on, but the pass was shit. Like I don't know what the quality was about today. Like I look at the quality today. Obviously, there's with the lineup. Are any of you lot mad with the lineup?
I was happy enough with the lineup, but at the same time, the problems that I predicted we were gonna have, we had today. We know that City are a team that has possession. When you play the McFred double pivot, which I don't like, with Bruno. Bro, Bruno goes on walkabouts. Today, Bruno was our highest player up the pitch pressing the ball, bro. You know the amount of space that leaves in the midfield for City that didn't play a striker and had 5 men in there, bro. We got overran because Bruno was out of position, bro.
But at the same time, you can't blame Bruno. You can't blame Bruno for that. All you have to be telling him, how many times
I know that, but that's what I'm saying. It comes down to the manager, bro. That's why when we win games, I praise the players. When we lose games, I blame the manager for that reason, because these players are playing on their own, blood. They shouldn't be.
How many times have I said that though, Statman? You made that point there. I've said from day one. Only sometimes, I know Bruno's our best player and he gives him the moments, the clutch moments. But sometimes a manager, you've got to tell him, yo, listen, we know what, we don't need to press down there. We don't need to give McTominay and Fred a kind of the kind of feeling where they're going to get exposed. Like today, I don't know if people see this, but Cancelo played in midfield today. Did anyone notice that?
He did.
I bet Oli never noticed that,
Yeah.
Cancelo kept coming inside. I've seen that time and time again. Kyle Walker does it every week. So how come Ollie didn't do that? Try and find out that. How can Ollie not see that on the pitch? He's busy looking at his iPad. That's why.
The best thing about what
What's
Ollie,
the iPad can tell you? What
Ollie said, we had loads of time off, yeah, to prepare for this game. Didn't look like it. Didn't look like
5 days off, I think. 5 days off.
What were they doing, bruv? What were they doing? Hugging each other? Were they welcoming Darren Fletcher? Is that what they were doing? Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, though, Sai, with everything you just said there, I bet you're not shocked by that, though. I bet you're not shocked.
Yeah, I'm not shocked. You know what it is, bro? I'm frustrated because I want to win trophies, man. I don't want to be carrying someone, man. I can't be carrying Ollie all the time. I want to come here. I want to win trophies. Man City. I live in a Man City household, man. They keep celebrating every day.
Yo, I'm with you, saying, and I feel for you on the Manchester City household. I feel for you. That's the worst of the worst. You get what I'm saying? The only thing that makes that worse is a Liverpool household, but it is what it is. I want to win trophies. We know. I feel for you in it. We know the manager is not good enough. This is why I just like it is what it is. He's gonna get obvious things wrong. We could all see a change was needed to be made. Manchester United didn't look like scoring. So it's like, all right, once we go a goal down, press. Get me? It's a semi-final. Let's go for it. And we didn't even go for it. How many saves? How many key saves did their goalkeeper make? With all the attacking talent we have on the pitch, and we brought on Greenwood as well to add to that.
Create 0 big chances.
Yeah. Do you know what? Yeah, that's poor. That's poor. All in all, it was just a poor performance. You know what I mean? And you could see from the get-go, it was looking like it was gonna be one of them games. Obviously, once you can see that, that's when you would want your manager to, you know, come in and maybe do something that can change a game, maybe switch something up. You know what I mean? So that's the times where you look at your manager. But I just feel the quality today was just lacking, man. Lacking. It looked like we've played 9 games in 5 days or something. Like today, I don't know what was up with us, but it was just sloppy, man. It was sloppy. It was poor. It was. I don't know. It just wasn't our day today at all, man.
Is this a real stat?
The thing is, his only assists have been against Chelsea, which was from a corner, and City, which is a ding for Martial.
Yeah.
For the person, same energy for Bruno. Bruno had a shocker today. 67.
Yeah, I said. You go on, start, man.
72.5% pass accuracy. 1 chance created. 1 out of 4 crosses completed. 4 shots, 2 on target. He lost possession 18 times. 1 foul, 1. 10 out of 21 final third passes completed.
You know why that is, bro? Because against the top teams that actually have a decent coach with a shape, he can't get away with doing this gung-ho freestyle football that he plays, bro. He can't get away with it against the top teams, bro. That's why he struggles. It's not his fault, bro.
And you saw Fernandinho today, how close he was to Bruno. Fernandinho did an absolute job, and then you saw Bruno try coming deep to get the ball and stuff, to try create. But you can't. That's not his game.
But the thing that's like you know, when Bruno loses the ball and all that type of stuff, like we're used to him doing all of them things, you know what I'm trying to say? But when you look at some of the passes that he would usually make, it just wasn't on today. Do you know what I mean? He had that chance as well, which usually you would think Bruno would at least work the keeper
on target,
way over. Yeah. So little moments like that. Obviously, in the grand scheme of things, the top 6 that I mentioned that before, that he hasn't done nothing really in the big games. Do you know what I mean? Even in the Champions League. But when you look at little moments like that, could change a whole picture. Do you know what I mean? But today he was just not on it. He wasn't on it. Like, bro, I can't even. I said the centre backs were decent in the first half, I thought. But other than that, bro, like even Dean Hendo was flapping at a few things. Everyone was a bit. I thought Luke Shaw was a bit alright, but other than that, I think you can go through every player and literally rinse off points. Yeah, you know what I mean.
For me, just kind of like, you know, just a manager, for me, it kind of shows what the manager really is, man. You know what I mean? Not playing the flair plays. You know, for me, Tellez, today, in a game where Cancelo, I rate him. I think he's the best fullback in the league, by the way. But I think he's going forward. He's unbelievable. But I always say with them kind of defenders, this every defender who is very, very good going forward has a bit of tendencies that he's not very good at the back. Today was a key game for Tellez. I thought Rashford today struggled on either flank. Pogba today struggled to kind of get into the game either flank. I thought tonight, go with Tellez. If you lose a game, you lose a game with dignity. You lose a game coming out there. We all say, you know what? Fair enough. We went for the game. But if you're going to go out there with Shaw, Then you play McTominay in there, and then it's like, don't get me wrong, Paul Pogba's okay on the left, yeah, but maybe kind of going forward would be better. Them kind of moments for me, they're the big moments. As a manager, again, he's failed. Semi-final Chelsea, 5 at the back, failed.
And I don't think Pogba being on the left was the problem. The problem was we couldn't get him on the ball, bro, because we didn't have any.
Tell us what would be suitable then. Tell us what would be suitable for him.
But we didn't have any of the ball, bro.
See, I don't think Tellez could have played that because we were going to sit back no matter what. And Tellez is poor.
No, but he would have given you outlook though.
But we weren't looking for one, though, bro. Like, honestly, Oli set this thing up on some damage limitation thing.
Yeah, but that's what we always do against the top 6 sides. Against the big sides, you just sit deep and hit them on the counter. That's what we try to do. That's why I don't think
I was surprised he didn't start with a 5 at the back because...
Yeah, I was surprised as well.
Because the way he set out, I thought we were going to be positive today. But he set out the way we set up with a 5, but just with a 4. It didn't make sense.
I get what you
For me, the most was straight. Yeah, go on, bro.
Yeah, sorry, my bad, coach. My bad, Cam. It's all about, like you said, there is an intent thing. Like, you want us to be intent and press. It's not like City
that's my point.
Blew us away. Like, if City came and like we lost 3-0 and City were absolutely exceptional, we'd all hold our hands up and be like, De Bruyne had a class game, Sterling had a class game, blah blah blah. They were there to be got at, and so many of our draws. You could argue all of our draws and losses in the league, he's accountable for. If you look at some of the games we drew and lost, like, you could definitely argue that. Yeah, go on, Cam.
Yeah, if you look at like all of our games at home versus City, they're all very similar. Like, Oli came out and said it yesterday. He said, you don't know what Pep is gonna do. Away from home, we beat City because we know what Pep is gonna do at home. You know what he's gonna do. Simple as he's gonna play. We're gonna get him on counter and we're gonna beat them or whatever. But when it comes to the Old Trafford games, we don't know if we should be the offensive team, if we should be the defensive. We're caught in the middle. We're caught in like 3 different ideas. Do you know what I mean? And if you look at all the games at Old Trafford, look at the game we drew 0-0. Think about it, if City didn't score from basically 2 set pieces, it would have been a repeat of the game we just played a few weeks ago. Then you go back the season before we lost against them. Like at Old Trafford, Oli doesn't know how to play against Pep at Old Trafford, and City, he just doesn't. We don't know if we should be the team to go and win the game, or if we should sit back, or if we should. He just doesn't get it right in them games against Pep at Old Trafford. This is exact, like, you can literally, it's a carbon copy of nearly every game I remember at Old Trafford under City. With Oli at the moment, like, it just doesn't get it right, and it's just another one that we just got punished on, innit?
Would you man make of this quote?
When they play,
that's what I was saying. That's my quote. That's what I was telling you about. That don't make sense.
Yeah, see that sometimes someone needs to be around him and just take the mic away from him every now and then. You know what I'm saying? He needs to just take the mic away from him in it. Like, you have to. If that's me managing and I'm gonna come out and say that, I know Saeed's pulling me to the side and be like, "Yo, fam, this is not it, innit? Let somebody else take it." And it sounds funny me saying it like that, but surely you have people around you to stop you saying things like that. Like, the fans are already furious as it is. Why would you?
How
come
is it
out
a better
and say
version,
that?
Flawless? How is it a better version? You have not
I don't
passed
know.
the semi-final stage. How is it a better version?
Only thing that you can say is on paper, and I'm assuming he's trying to talk about the bigger picture, like, oh, it's a much better version of Man United because of, you know, where we are in the league and all this type of stuff. But in terms of today, as I said, we can literally go back to the game where we had Lingard, AP, and all that man starting, and it will look the exact same match. It will look the exact same match.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Of course, it's going to look better. We had Andres Pereira starting last time. We had Brandon Williams. Phil Jones starting last time. You bought Harry Maguire £8 million. Lindelof's a £40 million player. Of course he's going to look better. Bruno.
You got
Rob, man, you have a
boys.
cold out there. What's up?
Facts. Hey, Rob,
down there.
before man gets
Today,
1 second super chat, bruv. Honestly, I'm tired of this. I don't want to be right. I don't want to be right about the manager. I don't want to be right about any of the players. That like, I see certain things, bruv. I just want my team to win, and I want us to just play good football. You know them ones there, bro. Like, when I give my opinion on certain players, I give my opinion on them based on what I see of them. That's it, bro. Like, I don't care about being right or wrong, bro. Like, I just want my team to just play and just be good and just be the best, bro. Like, honestly, bro. Like, I'm sick of all this thing, bro. Like, because it's like, I feel like in the space that we're in, I think certain men just want to be right, blood. I just want my team to be the best, bro. That's all I want. That's all I want. I want my team to have the best manager. I want my team to have the best players. I want my team to play our players in the right position. The fact that we're comparing our players to our own players. It's long blood. We should be comparing our players to other teams' players and laughing at them, but we're not. We're comparing our players to our players because our manager's picking the wrong team a lot of the time, bro. That's our problem, blood.
That's a fair point. No. That's definitely a fair.
It's our problem, bro. You know them ones. The fact is when players are comparing Rashford to Martial, yeah, that started when Mourinho was benching one for the other, blood, instead of playing both of them. Mm-hmm. You know them ones. When man started comparing Pogba to Bruno, it's because man was benching Pogba and playing Bruno, blood. All of these little fucking comparisons come up, because the managers are doing the wrong fucking things, blood.
And no other team does this. That's the thing.
No. Every other team does do it, but we don't care about any other team. You know them ones. The other teams do it. I see it all the time. You know them ones, but I don't care about their club.
See it in it. Like I've never seen a De Bruyne like versus David Silva, for instance.
But that's because we don't care about Man City, bro. Yeah. No one does. They ain't got no fans. They just won a game today. No one cares. Everyone cares that we lost. No, not that Man City won, bro.
No cap.
You know, like that man don't care about Man City, bro. That team, bro, that team can get right in the bin. Like no one cares about them. You know what I mean, if they win the cup in April, guess what? Nobody's gonna care. People only care if Tottenham win, because Tottenham don't win stuff. No one cares about City. Do you know what I mean? The facts are,
City final as well.
Man don't want to be right about none of these things. I don't want to be right about Oli, bro. But he's not doing himself no favors. You know what I mean? Robert, what did you make of that shit, bro?
Bruv, do you know where it is, yeah? You know when they say it's not the result, it's the hope that kills you. This time the hope died fast, so I wasn't even upset coming towards the end, bro.
I wish I could let off some fireworks, blood. What?
I was not even upset. I'm at work in it, so it's just there. I'm watching and I'm glancing over like, have they scored yet? Because that's the only way the game was going. You know, I think Ollie's scared of Bruno. Yeah. Ollie is scared of Bruno. Facts. I don't know how
Bruno looks like one of them playground bullies, innit?
Trust me, and Ollie don't want that smoke either. And you know what? I like Bruno, but what he is a stat machine. And if he's not putting on stats, you see a lot of holes in the game, if that makes sense. Like a lot of wrong decisions, all of that. In-game management, man, you need to see that and rectify it. And obviously, he can give you that last-minute ball. Like he played that last-minute ball to Rashford against Wolves, right?
Yeah. He played that ball. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he played that ball. So obviously, he can do that. But there needs to be a point where it's like, what, can you take man off or not? Or you're just going to let him do what he's doing? Bro, I think he played further forward than Martial today. Has anyone did the average positions yet?
I think Statman did it. Statman's the guy.
The thing is, it might have looked like that, but at the second half, like he just kept dropping deep, trying to get on the ball.
Yeah. True, and the switch of possession.
First half, he was initiating the press. Second half, sometimes I saw him on the left. Pogba went central because Pogba was fed up. Do you know what I mean? And sent him out there. You know what I mean? And he done that last game as well. Pogba sent him out to the left last game as well. Do you know what I'm saying?
I don't think that's Pogba sending it. I think that's just how the team interchange. We already see Martial, Rashford interchange.
Yeah, but they're staying that way. So, do you know what I'm saying? That's a conversation they've had.
No, but that's the problem. It's not fluid the way we interchange.
No, it's not fluid.
It's not fluid.
It's not fluid. That's the problem.
Do you know how we interchange? We interchange the filling gaps for the press. Yeah, because we came out running today. Bro, Pogba was tired 15 minutes into the first half. Ollie's obviously told them, boys, we're going to go out, we run. You know, Ollie loves running, innit? That's what he loves us doing. He's like, we're going to go out, we're going to press them, we're going to run our socks off. And this is what happens when you get outclassed. Remember against Wolves as well, we were saying how Wolves had lots of shapes and patterns, how they were popping it off, beating our press and stuff. That is basically the same, but with a way better, more experienced drill system and individuals in that squad. So I don't know what to expect. Like, the only way we was going to beat them today was on the counter. I'm sort of happy with the team that he put out, the starting 11. But the way we handled it, in fact, the way we didn't handle it is the issue.
Bro, look at the statement from him. He said it was a lack of quality, and it wasn't a mental issue. No, it was a lack of preparation why we lost that game. And it's not just why we lost it, the manner we lost it in. Because it's all right to lose to Man City. They're a very good football team. But you see the way we lost without even laying a glove on them.
Yeah.
That ain't down to no quality, bro. That's down to the fact that we didn't set up properly.
And you know how stupid that quote is? Harry Maguire is an £8 million player. Wan-Bissaka is a £50 million player. Lindelöf's a £40 million player. Luke Shaw is the most expensive teenager at that point. Pogba, most expensive player at that point. Martial, Golden Boy winner, £50 million. Bruno, that's his signing. Fred was a £50 million player. Mason Greenwood's like, he's talented. Donny van der Beek on the bench, £40 million. Why matter? He was arguably, I think he was Chelsea's player of the season at that point when he came. We've got quality. You can't have 11 bad performances out there.
You know how you know the performance and result was bad because Statman is on it. I've never seen Statman like this.
Bro, Statman's fuming. He's fuming. I wouldn't want to bump into Statman on the street today at all.
I'm telling you, hella stats throw that you like, yo. Bro, it's stats saying like that, yo.
I just want a trophy.
I get you. I've just never seen you like this. That's how I know it's bad because you're not very.
I'm glad you're angry, you know, Statman. You know, because bruv, I swear down, yeah, it's been a while. You know, you're always on this optimistic shit, bro, and it pisses me off. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I swear down because it's like, bruv, every time we lose, I want to smash my house up, yeah, and then I just see this player coming with the silver lining shit. I'm tired of it.
The reason I'm doing it, 3 years and 7 months. That's a joke.
You know why it's hitting because he knows that we're not going to win a trophy on the social, and that's the bottom line. I think for me, when I always base living on managing here, I always say, can these guys win us trophies? And you look at it now, man. You know what I mean? We're joint first, yeah, for a reason probably now. But can you sustain that over 38 games? Can you win the FA?
The thing is, the where it's gonna come down to with United is that I think it's gonna come down to the big games which we're not doing well in. And to be honest, look, we've won the most games in the league this season. Yeah, we're beating the teams. We're beating smaller teams. We obviously had a blip, but everyone's having a blip. City had theirs, Arsenal had theirs, Chelsea had. Everyone's had their little moment. Liverpool may be going through theirs now, and obviously they lost 7-2. But we're in a point that, like, I think we got the confidence to go and beat these smaller teams. But with these big games, we need that result. Whether it's going to be at Anfield, I don't know. But we need that result which can get you over the hurdle of us saying, do you know what, we can beat these bigger teams and we go from there. If we keep on with this bad big game record and think we're just going to beat every single small team and win the league that way, it's not going to work that way. We're going to need to take points off our rivals. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It needs to start at Anfield. It has. I know Anfield's the hardest place probably in the world, but it needs to start there, man. If you can get a good result at Anfield, then I'll say people can really start trying to believe in going far.
Facts. Like this, Imran said. Sorry, bro. 1 second. Imran said you guys lost a hope after one loss. One thing I say, Imran, is, and I said it earlier. I said, bro, as much as it's nice that we're winning right now, yeah, I do not trust this team and this manager, yeah, to bounce back after a string of bad results. I don't, because I've not seen anything previously in the last 2 years that suggests here that we can just dust ourselves off, bro. We're always go on good runs and then we go on bad runs.
Yeah.
You know them ones. I never see us, oh yeah, we've lost one, come back, next game 4-0. No worries, guys, back on the winning. I mean, it don't happen.
Yeah.
We lose one and then it's 5 unbeaten. And then it's 5 no wins. And then all of a sudden we go 6 unbeaten. And then 15 unbeaten, but we don't change position. And then all of a sudden, yeah, man, lose 4 on the trot. Bro, like, we do that. Do you know what I'm saying? We don't know how to dust ourselves off and just go about our business yet. I don't know. Mentally, I still think the team's fragile.
Yeah, I agree. I still think the team is fragile as well. Like, games like today won't help, but I don't think it's going to be... I think people feel like it's going to be a bit derailing. I don't think it's going to be derailing. I think we got Watford next. Probably we should beat Watford. Now, if we lose to Watford, flipping out, but we should beat Watford. Let me just say something. We should beat. Wait. Listen.
How is that not derailing?
No, I don't think it's derailing for a season. For our season, I don't think it's a derailing loss for our season. I don't. I think if you go against Watford, beat Watford, and then we got Burnley away. Yeah, we got Burnley away, and if we go and win that, we go top of the table. I don't think it's derailing, bro. I don't think it's derailing.
You know why it's derailing? Because I'm sick of this, man. 4 semi-finals. I'm sick of this.
I get that, bro. I get what you're saying, but I don't think for the players. I don't think for the players. I don't think for the players it's derailing their season.
The players need to win a trophy. They need to win a trophy.
But I don't think it is.
You start off by winning these small trophies, and then you go up. How are you supposed to win the creme de la creme?
So do you think after this? So do you think after this game though? You think after this game the season's now gonna slide all the way? That's what I'm saying. I'm saying they're gonna bounce back.
I don't
That's what I'm saying.
saying that, but I think what we're saying about the trophy is that the League Cup is normally a confidence booster for the rest of the season. There's a reason why Jose Mourinho takes it so seriously.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Jose takes
usually
it
the
seriously.
springboard.
I hear that.
But one thing I'd say about that
exactly.
is the finals a lot later in the year this year.
It's in April. It's
But
in
still,
April
like,
this year.
for the team getting to the final, it would have been a massive boost.
And you know what? That was my issue, yeah. Because I wanted this win so bad. Forget City, whoever it was. I wanted this win so bad so they can feel that confidence of we've broken through this barrier and use that to springboard into the rest of the season. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't think it'll personally be derailing, but I don't think we can even call it until the Watford game. I don't think we know how this is going to affect them. Obviously, we've got the quality to beat Watford. I haven't been watching them this season. Like, I don't know what they're on. I don't know if their style of play is going to really affect us or whatnot. But I feel like we go on these runs, we go on these runs and then we go off these runs. We needed something to break the cycle. And this is still a cycle of losing in the semi-final.
That's the point. You know? That's what I'm trying to say.
Is this why you've lost all hope, Saeed? Is this why you've lost all? Is this why you've lost hope? Because even when culture comes,
I don't think all hope should be lost.
Yeah, but
I've not lost all hope. I've not lost all hope. I'm just trying to say, man. You know what I mean? I've seen a lot of people talking about Mickey Mouse Cup and all this, man. This is a cup to win, guys. You win this cup, you go and you move over to the FA Cup, then you keep winning these cups, man. We need to win the cup. We're not winning the trophy for 3 years, guys.
And the thing is,
you're my guy, you know.
You know what I mean, man?
You're my guy, yo.
It ain't even like the Liverpool situation. Liverpool don't take these domestic cups seriously, like the League Cup and FA Cup.
For the arrogance.
This was our full strength team. Yeah, but this was our full strength team. That's what the frustrating thing is.
So hear this. Say this is our full strength team, yeah? What percent of our level did we play at? 100% being the best. What percent did we play at today?
10% we played today.
10%. So do you think that if we played
well at all?
If we played 90% better,
how much percent of the ball did we have, Statman?
30% of our ability.
Yeah, well, that's what we played at today. 39%.
39, you know, at home. Whoa.
And so that means we're a long way off. We're a long way off. Like, if we played our best, you think we would have beat them?
Yes. I think they were there for the taking. So? Yes. City
like, the nice
weren't that good today.
Yeah, City over the first 20 minutes weren't great.
Yeah. City weren't like, yes, they played well in parts today, but they weren't phenomenal today. You don't look at them and be like,
I hear that they weren't phenomenal, and I was telling my friend this. At half time, it could have been a range of different scores. None really in our favour, if that makes sense. So even though they weren't phenomenal,
I agree with that one.
We could have gone in at half time 2-0, 3-0 down.
Well, that's our performance being poor. I think we were poor as much as poor as we was. We made them look better than what they were, because we didn't lay a glove on them. It's easy to look great.
But I don't think City carved us open at all, though. City had one big chance that game. They weren't really carving us open.
This is my point.
That's why we had 10 men behind the ball. That's why
we made them look good. It's easy to knock the ball around and look pretty when there's no press, there's no pressure. How many saves did their goalkeeper make? You know what I'm saying? We put no pressure on.
All right, so flip this. This is why Oli is seeing progress. Because you remember in some of these previous games against City from the past previous years how they carve us open. So to Oli, probably thinking in the grand scheme of things, I'm here for time. It's a journey. In the next 3 years, it's going to be way different. This is progress to him. But we're saying it's way not good enough.
The reason why
I just seen this funny quote, bruv. I might have to end the stream, blood.
I was talking to him. He said I would talk to him. Like he's got to get permission from him before he can arrest him.
Does he not understand that players want to play every game? So even if a player
what the fuck is that, bruv? Real talk. Who's the manager?
Oh my days.
On God, who's the manager, bro?
Bruno.
That's hilarious still.
I just confirmed it.
That's funny still.
What man actually respect this manager? Honestly,
that's hilarious.
You know, what I don't like about this team though is that like when we're sustaining pressure, it's always like a sloppy goal that we give away, bro. Like it's always something that's so avoidable, bro. Like you look at both the goals, it's like, fam, like the first one, somebody should have been winning that at the near post first of all before it even gets to Maguire. then Maguire sleeping on that. So I don't know who was in the wall, by the way. I didn't see it. I can't even record. But it should have been cleared before he even gets to Maguire. How is a cross coming in from Foden, ending up at the last two players in the box when it wasn't even like a mad whippers high in the box? It was like it was at a decent medium level, and it ends up at Maguire and Shaw, who are the last two defenders. That's poor defending all round by the team. Maguire should have done better though, as well, in the last ditch. Do you know what I mean? A last ditch tackle, or last ditch getting in front. And in the second goal, again sloppy. I'm not. I think Martial headed it back into the box. Then Wan-Bissaka headed it to Fernandinho. It's just accumulation of errors. Do you know what I mean, bro? Like accumulation of errors. That's what's annoying. That's the stuff. This is the stuff that makes Ollie say stuff like this, bro. Because he will look at it like that, like, oh, just two mistakes. We kept them quiet. He won't look at it. He doesn't look at things like, hold on, why didn't we pressure them? Why didn't we have more shots? Why didn't we have more possession? He doesn't look at it like that. He looks at it as, we nullified them, two set pieces. We moved. So,
And that's the major issue with the manager. This is why the manager's not good. When he comes out with things, you understand why certain things happen and why Manchester United are not reaching a benchmark that we want them to reach, is because the manager thinks losing at home is progress. How is it progress? Like, explain that one. Like, you just lost the final, and the thing is, the team you played didn't even play that well. Manchester City were not exceptional tonight. They played well in parts. It's not like City blew
exceptional. They were up. This is the point. They were good for 1/3 of the game, bro. After half an hour, they knew the game was won. They knew it was won, bro.
The one thing that you say against, go on, that man.
The thing about what you just said is about set pieces. This is what you work on in the training ground. Last season, how many times did we concede from corners? We were one of the most highest in the league for conceding a set pieces. This is what you should be working on in the training ground. That's where the frustration is.
Did you say we're the highest from conceding? Did you say sorry? Did you say we're one of the
sure last season we were one of the highest, like in terms of conceding for set pieces? Because we did that. Remember that zonal marking thing last season? How often we conceded from that?
Yeah. Right. Now I'm just asking.
The thing is, what's the most annoying thing is that if it's like, bro, it's like tradition, fam. If you can get through the first 20 minutes of a Liverpool and City match, you've got a chance, mate. You know what I mean? Yeah. More so City than Liverpool, because Liverpool somehow Mane will score in the 91st minute and they'll win a match. But City, if you can get through the first 20 minutes, 25 minutes, all of a sudden their passes become slower. They start trying to do more. Sterling starts trying to take a man on a little bit more. It starts becoming a lot easier, bro. So that's when United should have been like, hold on, all right, we got them here. Let's keep going. They came out in the second half, I feel like. Even City came out in the second half kind of just waiting to see what we're going to do, just stroking it around. We just weren't reacting, bro. We just weren't reacting to it. So that's the frustrating thing. Like, they're not a team to be fearful of. And we played with mad fear. And, of course, that comes from above. Especially for somebody that drums on so much about Alex Ferguson and stuff. I mean, Fergie would never ever do something like that. You know what I mean? We'll give it a go. If we're gonna lose, flipping out, I need to see 25 shots, 10 on target or something, and we lost. Do you know what I mean? Like, flipping out.
I just think 2 shots on target today. Imagine Mourinho and Van Gaal did this. Imagine Mourinho and Van Gaal did this.
Think about the quote we just saw. With the quote we just saw about him saying City are just got more quality, or when he said that it's progress. When David Moyes in 2013 said Man United need to aspire to be like City, his head needed to be chopped off. So like, people got to be consistent with that. But listen, man, I'm gonna have to dip off, But hey, Tuesday we're going top of the league, man. Just have a smile on your face, like. We're going top of the league. We're going 21 in 21.
I take the whole vibe.
What's that, man? How many big chances did City create today?
1. That's all it was.
There we go.
City did not carve us open. I said it.
There you go.
No, stop, because I'm gonna start ranting, man. Because this is just
when I said when I said we were in the game at 1-0 down, man, were talking like man's crazy. When I was doing the watch along, remember Saeed? After an hour, I said, bruv, we can get back into this, because they were just sitting back, 8 man behind the ball, doing nothing, bruv.
They had 12 shots.
But do you know what though? Yeah. Oh, go on, Sapman, go on.
They had 12 shots. We had 11. They had 4 on target. We had 2. We were clearly in the game.
It wasn't the day the reason for taking. Go on, Rob.
Do you know, like, we were in the game, yeah, but it just felt like a cat against a lion, and we were the cats. Not that they were doing anything serious, but we just didn't look like doing anything. So I can understand why people don't feel like when I didn't see us scoring in that game because their defense was solid. Like they didn't give us what everyone else gives us.
Yeah, but with United, you always think in the counter attack. If Rashford knew what the offside trap was, we could always catch them.
But I don't feel they gave that away too much in the second half, though, because they sat back.
I get what you're saying.
They sat
second
back.
half,
First
they
half,
dropped deeper, which meant that we didn't have the spacing behind to exploit
to do that. Yeah,
so I say with Zinchenko.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, Rob, because defensively, City have been the best team in the league when it comes to defense. Like they've conceded the least goals, so I understand what you're saying. But again, even with the players we have on the pitch, the options we have off the bench, all it takes is what we rely on anyway. We are moments FC, an individual 100%. Moment. And that's normally in most games against most teams, that will happen that moment where two of our players will combine or someone produces an individual piece of magic and United get back in the game, say we go to penalties and then we win via penalties and then no one's talking about how bad Oli is. But because we lost in this fashion, we're talking about it.
Yes. This is what I'm saying, because like, you know how recently we've been lucky with some stuff, but to a certain extent, you create your own luck. Yes. When I'm seeing Bruno pick up the ball, blasting it over the bar from far, I'm like, do we even deserve luck in this game? So when he's picking it up on the edge of the area and it's just going past the post, it's like I didn't believe it today. You know, I didn't believe it.
I understand what you're saying. It's just changes. I said it 50 minutes in and I'm watching. I'm like, when we've got to go down, all right, leave it 5-10 minutes, make the change, try and impact the game. Don't be so slow to react. And I could literally say this about every loss or draw we have. It's the same cycle. This is why I don't get mad about it anymore. Because I'm like, this is your level. This is what you do. You believe this is progress. You're not.
I'll tell you what the difference was like. I'll tell you what the difference was like. They had a for me a genuine top class defender in Diaz. Yeah, top class. I thought Man United should have gone got him before Maguire. I was calling it out, and the receipts are there. You know, I called Diaz. Man United signed Diaz before Maguire. And we had Bayern on the bench. I think they were the difference in that.
Ruben Beckenbauer, fam.
Listen, you know what I mean? I about that in a different moment, but I thought Bailly could be the difference in that. Commanding that the 2 goals came in. I thought Bailly could have at least commanded the box a bit better. You know, he would have put his head in there. He would have put his face in there. You know what I mean? Like Vidic. And I felt like Diaz was everywhere tonight, and that's the difference, man. You know, Oli did that, but someday.
Diaz today, 107 touches, 92.4% pass accuracy, 6 clearances, 2 blocks, 2 interceptions, 3 tackles, 4 out of 4 ground duels won, 1 out of 1 aerial duels won, 5 ball recoveries.
He played well, man. He played sick. Like, exactly. It didn't look like he had a mistake in him. And sometimes we rely on the mistakes as well. It didn't look like he had one in him today. And another thing is, what you notice about Bailly when Bailly plays, it makes Harry Maguire look so much better. And I feel between Harry and Lindelof, they both hide behind each other. No one sticks out their chest.
They're both cowards, bro. And the thing is,
no one sticks out their chest and takes the response. Is that Bailly will make your performance not look like you put it in. Whereas Harry and Lindelof, it's just like they're hiding behind each other's backs, man. That's why you need Bailly in that squad.
100%. We got guys. There's 3.2 in here. 3.2k. Smash that like button. There's not even 1,000 likes on there. Make sure you get the likes up, support them and them. Top content. Obviously, we're not happy about the flipping result, but big up everyone in the building, man. Let's get those likes up. Mods, get on job, boy. I told you, man, it's furlough season, bruv. Boris announced lockdown, fam. You man could be without a job soon. So I'm mad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bruv. Now we don't play them games right now, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Big up everyone inside. You already know what it is, bro. Today was absolute fuckery, bro. You see that first goal, bro? I don't ever want to see a ball, go across the full width of the 6-yard box from a set piece. We had enough men in the box, bro.
Yes. But you know what the worst thing is about the sentence you just said there, and I think I can speak for all 5 of us on the stream. None of us are shocked by it. It's not a shocking thing. It's this again. You said it before, Rants. A catalogue of errors. That's us. It seems to be the majority of the goals we concede are multiple individual errors and basic errors. Like I said, if De Bruyne just picked up the ball and stuck it top bin, you'd be like, all right. If Sterling went on a mad run and did something, you'd be like, fair play. That's quality. But we gifted them goals. Give what?
You know, that's why I said. That's why I said at the jump, it's the hope that kills you. Because in that moment, you don't think anything's gonna happen. So once that's happening, the hope's gone, bro. You know. So what can you do?
The most frustrating thing is we actually looked like we were decent. We were building a decent run. 7 wins, 7 unbeaten in our last 7 games. This was like the main game. Like if you win this, then you're like, okay, this is the mentality like issue that we apparently had is gone because we're in the final.
Yeah.
Now it's kind of like a mental burden on the players that we're not going past the semi-final. And you see that with Tottenham.
So let's hope
Tottenham. How long have they gone without a trophy? It's a mental barrier for them at times.
No,
I'm just hoping it has a positive effect, man. I hope they can take this and think, you know what, let's not get carried away with ourselves. You see how like they were all congratulating Bailly after that last minute block. They were celebrating like the title's close. It's not close. So let this be a wake up to them to think, you know what, we can't slip again. We need 2 out of 2 wins next 2 games.
That might be the only saving grace that we do have Watford within the FA Cup. He'll make changes, I presume. I expect to see 5 or 6 changes. Hopefully Bruno doesn't play. Not because I don't think Bruno's good enough. Just rest the guy. Donny definitely has to play. There's players there jumping at the bit. And you've got Burnley on the Tuesday. Then the big
but it depends. He might ask Bruno, and Bruno might tell him to go fuck himself. So then he might play. It's true. Real talk, because you see what it is. You see with Bruno, like even today, he was misplacing passes and that. He looked physically, fed up on the pitch. He looked like he just couldn't be arsed, didn't it? He looked, maybe he was tired. He just looked frustrated. Because
I think Bruno in 2020 was in like the top 10 for the most minutes played. Yeah. Same with Maguire, same with Lindelof.
See?
You have to
and from that point,
rest them at times.
The bench is worrying, man.
Yeah, but one thing I don't like, when Bruno plays shit, man always say that he looked tired, but no one else don't get afforded that luxury. I don't think he looked tired because he was still pressing and running around. I just think he played shit. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100, bro.
You see how he say he looked fed up and he looked frustrated? He's got to look fed up and be frustrated at himself because he can't be frustrated at anyone else. And at that point, your manager has to make a decision. Your manager has to, he has to make a decision. You know,
take him off. Get me.
And this isn't us isolating individual players because nobody had a great game today.
No, nobody.
You know, that was there, but there were certain things in the game today that didn't help us. Like Bruno's performance was shocking. Rashford not knowing what the offside rule is. True. Big man like him, you know, man's feeding kids, but he don't know the offside rule, fam. See shit like that.
And then the thing is on top of that as well. Go on, Starman. It's calm. Go on.
I hate the Bruno stuff here, but you know, we're chasing a game. He's one of the only players in that team that can find that pass.
But Baines, we're always chasing the game when Bruno's playing. We could be 4-0 up and we're still chasing the game. That brother plays like it's injury time, and we're 3-0 down. That's how he plays.
Yeah. But the thing is, you know, no matter what, he could have that moment. Do you really trust one man to come on and have that moment? No, you don't.
Bro, we do know we can have that moment, but the problem is, it's the same with Rashford. We always know Rashford can have that moment.
But this is the
how
thing.
Many times, how often a man gonna overlook shit performances in the hope that man has that one moment?
I'm not denying that it was a pathetic performance from Bruno, but that's the only reason I say you keep on Bruno because that one moment he could produce it.
I hear that.
Shall I tell you why that's bad?
Stop, man. Here's the thing, though. I get why everyone's ready to go in it. The thing is with that, yes, I agree with you in the terms of yes, Bruno can produce an individual piece of magic. Keep him on.
What's happened?
Yes.
Frozen.
I'm back, yeah. So even if I'm back, if you're gonna keep him on, then try and alter his position or something. He's clearly not playing well where he's at. Alter his position or take him off. Do something to change it. Impact.
It's not like we have shit players on the bench. We got Donny van de Beek. As much as you can say, that Bruno might create something, bro. If we don't get a penalty in most of these games, bruv, he's not gonna, against the top 6. What man saying? Like, what's his contributions? What, a corner or something,
I didn't know
bro?
about that.
You have to be realistic here. You're saying he looks tired, but then with the same breath, you're saying, but keep him on anyway because he might do something, bro. If he played for fucking 900 minutes, he weren't doing shit today.
The thing is, terrible. When you're chasing the game, I'd rather have a tired Bruno than Donny at times. Because the thing about Donny, he's a safe player.
That mentality.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't in a game where we're having 35% possession. I'd rather have someone that keeps the ball.
But this is the difference. At the end of the game, we actually started having control of the ball because City just sat back. The ball
exactly. So when we are having control of the ball, if you have a player that is more clever and more economical on the ball, we can sustain pressure. United,
I hear that. But Donny van de Beek is not going to find that final pass. Like,
he doesn't need to. He doesn't need to though. He doesn't need to. He doesn't need to find that final pass.
You man, hear what I'm saying? Yeah, hear what I'm saying. And this is this road that we're going down. This road that we're going down is very, very dangerous because we're becoming a team that can only play through one person. And I'm so
but
against
that.
Though. And that's the issue, though.
But it's
that's
only
the
like
issue.
that because the managers made it like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So the problem
So
is not Bruno
and not Bruno.
Yeah, Bruno had a poor game. Bruno had a poor game.
Fuck all that stat, man. Not today, bro. You know, I'm not today. Let me tell you why. Because you're talking about, but Bruno's one of the only people that can play these passes, bro. Most of man's assists are not rocket science passes, bro. You're going on like, man, my man's got a laser, bro. He's not Thiago, blood. Like, he's not doing that. Most of man's assists, are 5-yard passes, bro. Like, let's not pretend that Donny can't play these passes, bro. Like, the facts are, in a game where we need to keep hold of the ball and sustain pressure, when our player keeps giving the ball back to the other team and taking shots from 40 yards, how the hell is that helping? How?
No, but the thing is, you're saying Bruno's 5-yard passes this season is different. He's created 10 big chances. I think that's second in the league.
Bruv, that's great.
The numbers don't lie.
But that's great. Numbers do lie, though. Numbers do lie,
He's
bro.
created 10 big chances.
Hey, let me say something, Let me say something.
Is there the point? We're going away from the point.
Listen, the difficulty of each chance needs to be taken individually. The difficulty of chances created, bro. It depends on the difficulty of the pass, bro. Let's stop pretending that man's slicing defenses open, left, right, and center, like from 35, 40 yards. It's not happening, bro. The facts are, when we got on top of Man City and they started sitting back in tight spaces, this is when you needed someone that could pop the ball off, make clever runs, and get in behind and do something different, because the directing wasn't working against City today. Rashford couldn't isolate their players one-on-one. Martial wasn't getting in the game. When the long ball thing and exploiting space behind doesn't work, we need to try something different, bro.
Yeah, but let me finish. Then you could have taken off Fred earlier and brought on Donny van de Beek there. Because we were controlling the ball. You didn't really...
That man is Bruno FC, man. I rate it.
Nah, he is, but bro, you got to understand, sometimes when a man's playing shit... Bro, you are. When a man's playing shit, sometimes...
Don't join me.
When a man's playing shit, sometimes they have to just sit the fuck down, innit? Because man's saying, oh yeah, he looked tired, but no, keep him on. No, bro.
Can I say something?
Just kept giving the ball away. If you were tired, bring on Donny van de Beek.
I think the point, man. I don't think the point was,
Another thing about bringing Donny van de Beek on. The guy hasn't played. How do you know the guy's actually properly matched it? When was the last time?
It was only 20 minutes, blood. Allow it about properly matched it. He's not a professional athlete.
Fine. In the last couple minutes, he can't find a passing because he might not be matched.
Fernandez FC is in the building, yo.
Fernandez is in the building. I am Manchester United.
I'm not even screaming. I'm not screaming Donny van de Beek should have come on. The point that I've made is, we have been set up to play through one. Let me say a few things here. We've been set up to play through one person. He's the one that unlocks the door for us. So the question I'll ask you is, is there anything Bruno can do that Pogba can't do? Or is it just the fact that we choose Bruno to do that job?
He's a better penalty taker. He is.
Penalties. Minus penalties.
Rob just supported my point right there. Everything in our team goes for Bruno. So why take him off when you need to go?
But the thing is... So all right.
That goes down to Oli. But what Rob
it does go down to Oli.
If we made everything go through Pogba, instead...
It could still work.
It could still work, bro. Bruno doesn't have to be on the pitch all the time.
In that sense,
I don't believe that. Fernandez FC.
In that sense,
No.
So that's what I'm asking. That's the first question, If you agree with the answer is yes, Pogba can do everything that Bruno could do, then you can take Bruno off. But I don't think we've been drilled and trained to play without Bruno. Like the West Ham game.
We haven't been drilled and trained to play with him, bro. Bruno's just doing what you want. Because you know what it is? Tactically, today's game would have been the perfect game for players like Donny van de Beek, one matter. You see when Man City are sitting back to string little passes together and kind of split them.
In there. Yeah.
Because there was no space in behind. And when Bruno don't have space in behind, he's ineffective, bro. Same with Rashford. If Rashford don't have space to run into, he's ineffective. These kind of games are tailor-made for little players that want to do little give and goes in tight spaces. That's not Bruno's game. That's not Rashford's game. Me? That's why I always say, remember against Leipzig, when Rashford and Bruno came off the bench and they changed the game? Big high line, space in behind. Those kind of games are perfect for them two to play.
Massive
as
space.
Soon as there's no space for them man to operate in, them man look real fraudulent, bro. And it's always them two. It's always them two.
Can I say something? Yeah, I feel like for me, I think the point was more towards what Robert was saying. I mean, the key thing is we don't want it to be a one-man team. And when I'm looking at that pitch here, and when I'm looking at the bench here, I feel sorry for them because at the end of the day, yeah, it's supposed to be a team game. When you're looking at Donny, yeah, and you see that Bruno's giving the ball away a lot of time, it's every right for a manager to say to that Bruno, you've had a bad game today, no matter where you are. If you're chasing the league, it don't matter, man. You have got Donny van de Beek, who has his qualities. You go play Donny van de Beek. You probably even go play Kwan Mata. Because at the end of the day, yeah, they might have qualities in that game, yeah, that Bruno did possess in that 90 minutes. Maybe Bruno Fernandes' head wasn't right. Maybe the fact that, you know what, he's run out of ideas. You can do that, man. Barcelona have done that with Lionel Messi. They've done it with Ronaldo. Why can't you do it with Bruno Fernandes? I love Bruno Fernandes. I still think he's Man United in terms of play. Yeah, he will create that moment of brilliance. I understand that, but what he does, yeah, I don't want Man United to be just Bruno FC. I want it to be a case of Donny.
That's what we are.
And then what's it called? Telles can come. I know it is, but we can't do that. And the point was, what Robert was trying to say is, it's going to become a dangerous game because one player is perilous here, and the manager can't take him off here. Then listen, a dangerous game, man. Man United are not Bruno FC. Well, Man United FC, mate, and it's a team game. Donny van de Beek could have had a quality today, yeah, to pick a pass, to maybe drive in a space here that Bruno couldn't make. Maybe that could have been a quality today, but you're never gonna know stat man, yeah. And I don't know if this was your make, but you're gonna know if you're saying, yeah, well, wait for that one moment. Listen, mate, we're waiting 90 minutes, we're out the FA semi-final.
But listen,
so what
you can't blame Bruno. You can't blame Bruno. You have to blame Oli for not taking him off.
No, I am blaming Oli, but what you're trying to say is
that doesn't change the fact that my man played shit. That man, of course, it's the manager's.
I said he played bad.
Of course, it's the manager's problem. Yeah, but then when you're bringing up the fact, oh yeah, created X Y big chances, bruv, that doesn't matter, bro. We didn't play Man City them last fucking times, like when we played the game,
bro. My point was that he can find that pass. Like there was like a couple minutes
against low blocks. He can't find these passes though, bro. Against low blocks, bro. That's his kryptonite.
No, that's debatable.
Nah, bro. Listen, bro. Unless he's taking a corner or something against low blocks, he's not effective, bro. Neither is Marcus Rashford, bro. Against low blocks, you need players like Juan Mata, like Van de Beek, like Martial that can do these little intricate things like Pogba. Like, bro, Bruno's game isn't that. If you give Bruno space and time on the ball, he will absolutely kill you, bro, if you give him space to hit. But if you press him and you don't give him space to play the ball into, bro, he disappears in football matches. Like he disappeared today. Do you know what I mean? And a lot of the time, the penalty spot makes man forget that man has disappeared and not really contributed. That's just the honest truth. And that's why when he first came, when everyone was eulogizing and making these Cantona comparisons, I simply said, these statistics are making you, man, not even watch the game anymore. That's all I said. And the man got called a hater and said, I got an agenda. Nah, bro, I want my team to win, bro. But man are going over the top, bro. Man are saying, he's running games for us. Bro, running games. I didn't see man for 89 minutes today.
And another thing about Bruno, I'm not just trying to back Bruno. I'm not Bruno FC.
Fernandes FC in the building, fam. Let's go.
The thing about Bruno, he has a great strike on him as well.
He does. He's a very clean striker with the ball.
Yeah.
And we weren't creating enough chances, so you know, he was going to take a couple pop shots from outside the box. So that's why you keep him on.
You know what it is, I understand, that clutch moment you're probably going to get from Bruno one time. But my feeling is,
most of our clutch moments come from Bruno.
Hey, I understand that, but sometimes, in a game,
you would argue that they probably come from Rashford just as much, bro. If
you know what it is,
that's why Rashford kept on.
Statman,
it's just like Bruno takes pens.
You know, in the final, how many times in the final have you seen, one of the key players in the team, get taken off in the 60th minute in the final or semi-final in a knockout competition? When have you seen that? I've seen it so many times. They bring it out of play, yeah, and then boom, he changes the game. Donny van de Beek can do that, but we're never gonna know, yeah. If you're always saying, I don't know, and you're not saying don't take Bruno off, but this is more of the manager right now. I'm thinking the manager, and that's why I think Rob will probably focus on the manager, and I think we need to focus on the manager still.
Yeah, it comes back to that.
But it always goes back to the manager, bro. Man's not trying to isolate individual players because I'm done with this.
Exactly. That's my point.
Yeah, of course.
I'm done with it. But my point is, yeah, this game was better suited for a certain kind of player, which again means that the manager should have changed it. So when man's coming out and defending, it's not even about Bruno, brother. He played shit. He's allowed to have bad games, innit? I personally think he plays like this most of the time, bro. It's just that he puts up good numbers, so people don't talk about it. That's my opinion. That's always been my opinion of him. It won't change. I've accepted Bruno for what he is. He's a numbers guy. You know what I mean? That's what he is. He's not going to give you a brilliant performance on the eye, but he will put up very impressive numbers, bro. That's what he is. And I'm okay with that. But the problem is, against the top 6 teams, the freedom that he plays with, and the gung-ho thing, works against us in the big games.
The space.
Bruv, when we come up against 3 well-drilled midfielders, and City today it was 4 in the middle, and Bruno's playing supporting striker and leaving 2 midfielders on their own. Before it was Pogba in there with someone, Pogba drowning with his COVID lungs, in there, getting ran ragged. You know what I mean? And today it was McTominay and Fred, and McTominay's shit anyway, and he hides. So Fred was in there drowning by himself. McTominay was hiding in plain sight like he always does. Man City absolutely swarmed that midfield, bro. Swarmed it. And they dominated possession and they dominated everything about it. And Bruno was nowhere to be seen, bro. And a lot of the time it's like that.
It's because Oli didn't change anything. Oli didn't tell
Bruno to drop 1 yard. It is, but Bruno also is an international player. Man are saying that, he should wear the captain's armband and that. Can he not see that we're getting peppered and go back and help, man?
Yeah, but he's
Bruno,
not the manager.
Bruno needed to he needed to humble himself and be like, you know what? It's not working out to me. Let me just put in a shift and deserve the right to play in this game again. Let me string a few small passes together and play my way back into the game. But obviously he plays on the edge, which works for us when the teams don't have quality at the back like City do, you know. For Wolves, I didn't see us winning that Wolves game, but Bruno has that one pass that he can do, and he plays on that edge more times than not. So I'm not onto Bruno. I'm so grateful that Bruno Fernandes is in my team. I'm not even as far gone. I'm not even as far gone as Rants is. Like, I'm very grateful for the impact Bruno has had, but at the same time, it's a dangerous game to play an 11-man team game through one person. So once we take Bruno, that's why Oli has to ask Bruno if you should take him out, because Oli scared himself. And that's a very bad situation to get into. You can't. So remember when we was doing the player for player with the Liverpool squad, player for player, we were there and thereabouts. But you can interchange any of those Liverpool players, and it won't really upset the balance of the team too much. Facts. They can still go in and get. But we can't take off our player because he might get upset. But we have the quality too, as well, which is a big issue. But he might get upset though, bro.
Yeah, that falls on the manager.
He might get upset though.
That falls on the manager.
That comes down to Oli not being brave enough.
Because, bro, Oli said that Eric Bailly needs a rest because he played 4 games, bro. I swear, bro, you said Bruno played some of the most minutes last season.
He was in the top 10.
But he don't need a rest. You said that Bruno looks tired, but he don't need a rest. But you rest Eric Bailly, our most informed player.
I think the Eric Bailly thing was just about injuries. Eric Bailly's always injured. Bruno
Eric Bailly, is fine, bro. Eric Bailly should have been rested against Watford.
He had, that's what I said. I said that. I think I said that yesterday. I expected Bailly to play today and Lindelof to play against Watford. That's the problem again with Oli.
Same here.
You know what? I think, for me, you know what Flawless says there, we're not surprised, but I just feel like tonight, that these kind of moments, we're seeing it a lot now. Semi-final against Sevilla, made substitutions late. I know we should have won the game, we had loads of chances, but that happens in football. It's how you react to it. Semi-final against Chelsea, I don't know what he was trying to do, but he messed around with the formation, got exposed, we lost it again. The Man City game, I don't know what we were doing that game, but all over the place, we went out in 2 legs. These are the kind of moments that define the manager. And for me, he's getting it wrong. He's not learning. In moments in the game in the season where you're winning games and it's all brilliant and whatnot, but you have to go win the league. I see Tottenham, go and toe-to-toe with Leicester and fall short. You know, I'm trying to say to you, it's all about winning. The final hurdle, win. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer now doesn't have any answers, guys. He doesn't.
But the thing is, though, Saeed, you just mentioned it there when you mentioned all the semi-finals we've lost and things like that. Can you not? We can all see it's a pattern. So this is why I continue to say I don't get mad about this or be shocked by this, because this is a pattern. We know the man in charge is not good enough. You get me? Yeah. He's made substitutions late. It's pretty much his entire Manchester United run. This guy's managed over 100 games. We still don't have a pattern of play. We still don't have a style of play. We still for whatever reason, we don't even have a starting 11. We still and I rate
these players are screaming out.
Coach. Yeah, if Manchester
stop, McTominay and Fred, I don't want to see it again, guys.
We have the players for it, though.
Bro, that's our best duo, though, bro.
I'm tired of it, man. I just cannot see it anymore. I don't want to see Fred babysit McTominay game after game after game. I don't want to see McTominay giving the ball away 5 yards when the simple ball is right there. I can't be bothered seeing as two double pivots shield the back ball. I just can't see it, man. I want to see Fred, Pogba, Bruno. Donny van der Beek, Fred, Bruno. You can play that way. The manager has to believe in them. The manager has to believe in it.
You know why he doesn't believe in it? Because he signed Harry Maguire. That's his signing.
When he's with Bailly, though, he looks better, though, doesn't he? Is everyone saying that looks better? So
yeah, but that's because Bailly's carrying him, bro. And with Bailly's back, bro, that won't last long.
Exactly.
So then what do you do then?
You need to buy another centre half again.
That's why, like, when Oli plays the double...
Spend 8 million, lads. Spend 8 million. You ain't going to get rid of him.
That's your guy.
Yeah, but you ain't going to get rid of him, though. Are you going to get rid of him? Yes or no?
You need to get him. Are you going to get rid of Maguire?
8 million.
Hey, you man. Hey, stop, man. Read the super chat, bro. You got a couple of super chats. This one on screen.
Why is it taboo within the fan base to criticize Rashford's poor performances? He's had many that go unspoken, but fans are fighting to tell the truth, and that's a fact. But the only reason he's not criticised, MB Marcus Rashford, that's what it is.
No, but
I don't even think it's that. I think it is that. But also, you man talk about clutch moments, yeah? Because Rashford, yeah, very, very frequently camouflages his shit performance, yeah, with a goal contribution, yeah? A lot of people are eulogizing about him. That's all it is. That's all it is, honestly, bro. Like the other day against Wolves, he was our worst player and then he scored. I mean, and Rashford does that a lot.
Do you know what's so mad, yeah? Because look at how many of us were onto Martial when he weren't scoring. But he was performing so well. So for me, it's you're one of two things. You're a performance player and we judge you on your performances, or you're a stat player and we judge you on your stats. If that makes sense.
Exactly.
And stats can go the wrong way. Easily.
Here's the thing though as well, Rob. A lot of people who are watching the game can't, if you're not contributing a goal or assist, don't understand what's going on. They can't see past. They can't see. But
that's because they don't understand football, though. That's their business.
That's my point. That's why you see it on social media. This is why stats fly everywhere, and people use that as the main point of their argument. I'll use it to back up an argument, but I won't use it as the main point. Martial's played well. He just hasn't scored in front of goal. But if you ask certain people, they tell you he's been terrible. But people will eradicate how much better we play with him. What's our win percentage when he plays? Like 70%, and it's like 30% without him. That tells you all you need to know. That's how good he is. He glues everything together.
What? I love
but the criticism comes quick. The criticism comes quick when he's not scoring. Even me, my issue with him was he was missing chances that I felt he should have buried too often. And to be the main striker of a club, I feel like them chances, regardless of how well you play, do your job sort of thing. But there's other people that are not doing their job and getting these contributions, so it gets overlooked, if that makes sense. So we get into a point where he's the man that's gonna do it for us, so we got to keep him on no matter how it's going, you know. And let's be real, no one's Messi. No one's picking up the ball going past 4 man and putting it in. Do you know what I mean? No one's Messi in this team. But we're relying on our stat players, where I feel like we need to rely on our performance. So that way, if our performance, what are you saying?
I just feel like what you said there is perfect, because Rashford played every single game, man. Every single game. Bruno played every single game. There's hardly any squad rotation. You know what I mean? And that's worrying again, man. Like,
yeah, but you say that now, but the other game we made 9 changes. So then now we look like dickheads saying that. You see what I'm saying? I don't think it's about
changes,
foot rotation. You know what I genuinely think it is?
Who do we make up? What was that nine changes? What was that game?
Upset about me, yeah?
Everton.
I think that
Everton.
certain men
Everton
underrate
Porto,
the wrong
Everton
players at
Porto.
our club and overrate the wrong players at our club.
Rashford.
I feel like our club, our system is built around the wrong players. That's what I think.
You're not wrong, you know. You're probably not wrong, you know.
Hey,
You're probably not wrong.
It's only we disagree with that though. We know someone who disagrees with that though. Go on, stop, man. Take it away from.
Like, I'm not disagreeing with it, but I just said our system's only built on one player, and that's Bruno. That's all it is. With Bruno,
No, but it plays to the
That's a downfall.
strengths of Rashford because Rashford plays with his head down and he's a freestyle footballer. So freestyle football is right up his street.
No, but like everything.
So what are you saying then, Rants?
goes for Bruno.
Sorry,
That's my point.
Statman. What are you saying then? So you're saying then you can't play Donny anymore? You're not going to play Mata anymore?
No,
We're
I'm
not going to play...
I'm not saying that, but the reason that we saw it, I think it was against Southampton or West Ham, one of the half that Bruno didn't play, and we were pathetic.
West Ham.
Yeah, I think that's
Ham.
West Ham. We were pathetic without Bruno. That's the point.
And why is that?
Bruno
It's because
obviously-
freestyle football suits him.
Exactly. No, but that goes down to Oli, and we're not having a system that creates chances like a Nagelsmann or a Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool.
Of course, but it's
Yeah,
not just a
yeah.
system that creates chances. It's not having a cohesive unit, bro. Because at the end of the day, I said it before. Remember, Saeed, when everyone was talking about our defense, I said our midfield is the biggest problem at this football club.
And it still is.
We can't play through the midfield. The gap in our midfield between our three players is fucking massive.
Exactly. Then you should say Oli should pick up on this. It's
Of
not
course
just
he
on
should.
Bruno.
But man's not talking about Bruno right now. I'm saying, yeah, if you pick your most cohesive three in terms of the strengths and the qualities that they have, yeah, and if you have a possession style football or a transition based style of play, yeah, that's cohesive, we create more chances. We shouldn't need to create, yeah, we shouldn't rely on one man to create all these chances, because as much as Bruno's numbers look great, yeah, he don't have an amazing range of passing, bro. He doesn't. It's a myth. He can't pass like Thiago. He can't pass like Pogba. He's not a passer like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's
Like,
very,
you know what?
he's very positive. He's very incisive with his passing. Like, he's very positive. Every time he gets the ball, he wants to play the killer pass.
Go forward.
But in terms
know
of
what?
his execution of the passes, he's nowhere near a Pogba or a Thiago. Like, in terms of how he
Can I say
passes.
something?
He's or a De
What
Bruyne.
about this? What about this, yeah? What, you know, this is going to sound mad, you know, yeah? I'm going to give you a formation now. I'm
Let's
going
go.
to see. Listen,
I've been waiting
I'm
for
putting
this.
it out there now, you know. Why don't we play, yeah? Bruno Fernandes as a false nine. Hear me out. Rashford on the right, Martial on the left, Donny in the 10, Pogba or Fred. Why don't you do that?
You know
You know
what?
why?
Bruno
You know why?
Fernandes
Let me say
thing
something.
could work. I'm not
Say
going
that
to
again.
say
Say something.
it could
You know
work
why,
with
yeah?
Pep as the manager. It could. The way De Bruyne
You
played
know
it
what?
today,
Say
that
it
could
again.
work.
Because then, you know why? Because
Nah.
then, yeah.
You know what?
It could work with. It could work on the Pep. blood.
Hold on. You can play. Donny can stay up foot, yeah, up top. You don't have to track back, no nothing, yeah. Donny can do all the hard work, find passes and whatnot in the 10 roll, yeah. Then you got Martial on the left, but you know what I mean. Let's see what happens over there. Rashford on the right, Bruno, and then Donny, and then you got Pogba and Fred. I'm telling you now, yeah, that team might be blocked. You know what I'm saying? That might be alright, you know.
You know why you can't play that?
You got Bruno
You know why you can't
staying
play that?
forward. You don't have
You know
to
why you
tell him
can't
to
play
track
that?
back.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. To play with a false nine, you need a very good coach. Nagelsmann done it against United. Pep
But that's
done
why I
it a
said if
couple
we had
times
Pep or
against
something, we could do it, bro.
United. Yeah, not
Why
with
not
Ole,
false
you
nine?
can't
Seth
play false nine.
Fabregas won it. Seth Fabregas
Dad.
done it.
It's
And
because
you know
Ole
what?
Gunnar Solskjaer is a manager. That's what
Yeah,
it is.
that's
Listen,
one.
put me as a
And
manager
two.
then. Let me
Saeed.
become manager.
Hey,
I win the league, man.
You didn't even deliver the formation with conviction. I was on board, but when you started, you're like, Bruno's a
I
false
ain't
nine.
playing
Hear me
pro
out,
club,
hear me out,
blood. I
hear me
swear
out,
down.
hear me out.
I don't play pro clubs, but at the end of the day, yeah, I think for that formation, yeah, you play a double pivot, yeah, of whoever's in a double pivot, Pogba, Matic, whatever. Then you have Donny in the 10, yeah. Then you play Bruno's false nine. At least with that formation, yeah, you don't have to tell Bruno to track back. You just tell him to,
Yeah.
when you get the ball on the edge of the box, yeah, boom, it's a goal. And start man's laughing.
No, I'm laughing. That you expect Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to coach a false nine. That's never going to happen.
No, but it
No
works.
coach
It makes
anything
sense
anyway.
for this squad,
Nah,
though.
bro, he was just trying to put like a nice spin on the bullshit we're going through. He wasn't saying that Oli should play it. You know that? He was just like, yo, it could work.
It could work, man.
As I said, if you get my guy Nagelsmann, then I got faith in that.
What was it?
Bruno strikes the ball very well. If Fabregas can play up front, and man win the Champions League and them thing, bro, it can happen.
So Bruno was a false 9. Who was in the 10? Donny, did you say was the 10? Go through it again, Saeed. Who was the 10?
So basically, Donny will be the 10.
Yeah.
And then Bruno will be the false 9.
Right.
Left Martial, Rashford on the right. You play probably Matic or Pogba as a double pivot. And then Ayew, Maguire.
The pivot, blood. You play Matic in the 6 and Pogba in the 8, blood.
Well, there you go. Then. Whoever in that kind of 2,
Man can't put Pogba back in the double pivot after the performances man's been putting in higher up the pitch. You're trying to shackle my brother again. You know,
whatever you want to do.
Trying to shackle the brother all the time.
All right, Pogba. I put them 2 days.
Man trying to shackle the player, blood, and you wonder why we're shit, blood.
No, what I'm trying to say though, you put them in the 2 midfield, then you got something there. You get me? Like. You come on, but I feel like that would, at least 10, you can go on.
Man said Bashman FC, blood. Yes, Saeed, blood. Banana rice at half time and that.
Yo, I'm telling you, man, I get the gaze in, man.
Peace, boy.
Oh, listen, I'm telling you, man. I feel like would man. I like Guardiola, buddy. He won 2-0 today. I might have De Bruyne up front. You know, Steve, bro, come on, man. Football's a simple game.
Yeah.
Let's play it simple.
You know what I love about Saeed? You know when he's trying to say something tactical, he has a smile. We're so gassed right now.
You can't say no.
I got that only smile after we lose 3-0 and that. You know, like, it's mad out here.
You know what? You know what, people, everyone in the comments, you need to believe in yourself as much as Saeed believes in his formation right now.
Man said you should work for ESPN and that, bro, man.
I've got the headset. I'm not going to work with them pagans still. Remember that pagans over there, yes.
That's an Arteta and that. Oh my god.
All right,
pandemic pep and that.
Shout out to League.
Pandemic pep in the building, fam. Nah, we love to see it, bro, about double pivot to my guy, you know, bro. He's been our best player over the last 4 or 5 games, and you're trying to relegate man back to the double pivot. You're
trying to shackle him quick, yo, to
free my brother, free him, blood.
Listen, could happen, man.
It's mad. But no, honestly, like the one thing that's come out of this conversation today, I think we can all agree, that our players need a proper coach, blood.
Yes.
We've been saying though.
I've been saying this for the longest. Yes, I agree with that. Go on, Rob. I agree.
But failing that, they need a proper coach. They ain't got one right now. So what do we do? Like, what is gonna happen? Because I can't.
You know what we do? Not get too fucking carried away. That's what we.
Nah. We hope and pour fuel on the fire and see what happens and just hope. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm on is just hoping. Like I've said in my heart of hearts, do I believe Manchester United can win a league title? No, because of the manager. But is that going to stop me from gassing it up and jumping on the bandwagon? Absolutely not. I'm here for that.
Yeah, absolutely, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
You can only live in the present.
Pandemic pep system, Saeed system, the whole 9 in it. I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
No,
facts, bro. When we go top of the league, bro, we're going to celebrate. You know what I'm saying? We're eating Gucci, bro.
Of course.
The gas mark is broken.
Yeah, that's it. We have to. We have to, bro, because at the end of the day, we love our football club, and we love winning. That we don't like all these arguments and this player's playing shit and this, that. Bro, we don't like that. We don't live for that, bro. We live for seeing our team win things, bro.
Yes.
You know them, man.
That's what we all want. That's what we all want.
That's what we live for. Do you know what I'm saying? But when we're calling out the bullshit, do you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, bro. It is what it is, bro. When man are playing shit, when the manager's making shit decisions, when man are like almost like you want man to lose, just to prove your point. No, I don't ever want to see us lose, bro. I want us to go unbeaten to the end of the season and win everything we're in. But bro, I can't be optimistic like that when I've got this brother steering the ship. I can't. He's clearly out of his depth, and every time we get to a situation where he has to earn his stripes, he bottles it. And that's not just the semi-finals. 3 games to negotiate a single point to still be in the Champions League. Couldn't do it. I wouldn't be surprised if he loses over 2 legs to Sociedad.
Depends how he's going to approach that. Well, now I get what you're saying.
I wouldn't be surprised, bro.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a shock, though, because we know this manager's not good enough. Nothing's a shock.
Bro, if he starts Bailly against Watford, I swear down, I might smash up my room. Bro.
Oh, my But if he does
it wouldn't be a shock. Nothing's a shock with him. Like, it wouldn't shock me if we didn't beat Burnley and then beat Liverpool. That would just be like us. To not beat Burnley and then go beat Liverpool.
Imagine Donny doesn't play in the FA Cup. You know what I mean? Like, that would be madness.
Nah, he'll play Donny. He'll play Donny.
It's so much better. You think I want to go to bed with a hot head and a headache, bruv? Remember when we were winning everything? Bruv, I don't want to do that.
With a chamomile tea and that, bruv.
Trust me, I want to come on here. I want everyone to be busted, jerk, and all of that.
Yes.
Bruv, we don't like losing, bruv.
No.
We don't. That's why I've been happy past few weeks in my personal life as well.
Yeah, look at the energy. Look at the energy we had when we first came on this show compared to the last shows we've had. You know what I'm saying? And we come on there and Rants sipping wine and that. You know what I'm saying? And
but we want those times back, bro. I want to go top of the league, blood, light a cigar, blood, and put my feet up. That's what I want to do.
When we go top of the league, all the propaganda's coming out. I want to win a trophy too. I want all the trophies.
That man wants that trophy, blood. He looks like he might go out on the road looking for someone, blood.
Like someone said in the comments, strap my veins. Strap my veins.
You know what it is, yeah?
Gonna be walking
the Ollie, yeah?
like Liam Neeson, blood.
You see Ollie, yeah? He's got to stop doing enough to save his job and start exceeding expectation. That's what he's got to do, because every time we go on a cycle, he'll do enough to save his job. But we need to clear that point now, because how many years are we going to do that for? You know?
But we don't have the right kind of owners, because it wouldn't matter. You know them ones. Like I said, PSG sacked their manager 1 point off the top, and in all competitions. Yeah. And he got to a Champions League final last year. If we were a proper ambitious club, he would have been sacked anyway.
Yeah. You know, Chelsea sacked Sarri after winning the Europa League.
You know what he's doing?
You know,
trying to
sack him after the FA Cup.
What he needs to stop doing this. What he needs to stop doing is convincing himself that he's good enough. You know, just go and play it. Just go and do what you got to do. Like, stop convincing yourself you're good enough. That's what I feel like. You're laughing, yeah. But it's true though. Every game, it looks like he's trying to tell everyone and convince everyone you're good enough. He's good enough as a manager, and that he's made it. Just act like you're a manager and do what you got to do, man. Don't try and prove me a point that you're a good manager. I don't care, man. As long as you win trophies, I wouldn't care less, mate. You know what I mean?
That's how you prove it. That's how you prove it. If he wins trophy, no one would doubt you.
Yeah.
If you're winning trophies, no one's doubting you.
Yeah, exactly.
No one's doubting you.
That's your credential.
That's your CV.
Go win that trophy. That is your credential that we're all screaming and crying that you don't have. Then we shut up.
And then we show you don't have nothing to beat you with if you go and win trophies. If you go win Premier League and Champions League, etc.
And that's why Jose Mourinho takes his competition so seriously.
Yep.
He gets
that's why for me, Cam. I love you, Cam, yeah, but that way the way he spun that, I didn't like that, man. You have to win trophies, man. You have to. You know, the way Cam was like, you know what? It's not going to derail the season. For me, have to win the trophies, man. Get the mentality. If the whole fan base came with the mentality of, let's win this trophy, come on, believe. You know what I mean? Then you probably go through the team and the players, but he looked a bit calm this week. You know what I mean? He's talking about people like Klopp and Pep Guardiola, Mourinho. Focus on the game, man. You know what I mean? You don't need to comment on all the penalties, man. We get penalties for a reason. We're Man United Football Club. You know what I mean? Still our DNA. You know, don't worry about all these comments, bro. For me, I didn't know if he was in the game or not today, man. He didn't look much. You know what I mean? He's looking at his iPad a lot. You know what I mean? He rarely got out of his dugout. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't getting ready, man. He wasn't getting ready.
I love the fact, 6 days into 2021 and we got the first one, Manchester United Football Club outside. That is fantastic. That's what I've been waiting for. Excellent stuff, man. It's great,
that's
man.
Exactly
I love
what
it.
we are. And you know what? I love the fact that Saeed keeps saying it, because even though he sounds like a fucking broken record, he has to remind people, because these fans are going on like they fucking forgot, blood.
Yeah.
We got clubs like Chelsea Football Club, that have higher standards for their club than us, bro, and it hurts me.
It hurts me, man.
It hurts me, bro. I mean, these men are ready to throw. They're ready to throw Lampard to the wolves, you know.
Yeah, they
a real legend at their club.
Trust me. Just look at Borussia Dortmund. Lucien Favre was like second when he got sacked or something. He was like 5 points.
4 points behind.
4 points, and I think he finished like top or second in the Champions League group.
Yeah. The manager Kovac as well, similar situation. Kovac.
Yeah.
You know. It's you know what it is, I just believe the fan base are not bothered about winning trophies, and I know that this community is, and the guys here are, but I feel like, you know what it is, I feel like the fan base isn't about winning trophies and whatnot. It's all about protecting the name of Ollie and say, you know what, he's good enough as a manager. Don't put your name on Ollie. For me, if everyone had a common goal to win trophies here, boy, this guy would be long gone, mate. This guy would be long gone. And this guy said it here, man. We've accepted mediocrity. You know, a lot of people are saying. Go on.
That's the problem with the fan base. We need to accept Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, like distinguish Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as a player, club legend. He won the Champions League.
There you go.
And then as a manager.
Club legend's debatable, but I hear you.
No, but like, listen, I haven't even watched Ole in my lifetime. But like, from what everyone says, isn't it?
Bruv, he was a leng man, bruv. He scored goals. He was a leng man, but he was also a substitute. You know them ones. He's not. I don't think you could be a club legend, yeah, and you're literally known as being a super sub. Like, he played his part in the history of the club, but he's not a legend for me. Lampard's a legend at Chelsea because he started every game. I'm sure at one point he would have captained them, yeah, and he bagged hella goals, hella assists, cup finals, all of these things, bro. Lampard's a real legend. Lampard's like their Roy Keane blood. You know them ones, like Ole ain't a legend if Lampard's a legend.
There's a difference between he's a legend and someone that was loved by the club.
Yeah, he's a cult hero.
Yeah, exactly.
But so is Origi, blood. Origi's a cult hero.
Yeah, trust me.
Quick corner, man, like Origi and that. Like, cult hero.
Man United should never put us in this position to kind of, if it was like a manager who had no kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Any kind of sentiment towards longer. I feel like, definitely like that, man. Everyone had the same feeling about Van Gaal. He was out. Mourinho, he was out. You know what I mean? He's won more. They've won more than what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has won in 2 years.
Sorry to cut you off. Is that League Gunner?
Yeah, League Gunner.
I forgot you about the dogs. Big up League Gunner, man. You know what I'm saying? That's funny. Man said the pandemic pep. Yo, League, big up, man. Big up. You know what I'm saying?
On the process, Lee, come on. Arteta is doing well, eh?
Sorry, man. I didn't mean to put you offside, did it? My bad.
No, but you know what it is as well, yeah? Oh, yeah, go on. Sorry.
No, I just want to say, I just feel like for me, I've said it from day one. I've done it for 2 years straight, guys. I've kept Ole as a legend and separated him as a manager. I've always done that. And I feel like the fan base hasn't done that. And they're still in this kind of sentiment of, but he's still a legend, but we can't disrespect him like that. For me, not good enough, man. And I still will stand by it, man. Ole will not win his trophies, man. I stand by it, man.
I've said this how many times? I sound like a broken saying the same thing over and over. I can separate him from being what he did as a player was fantastic, and as a manager, he's not good enough, and it hurts me even more to be on these platforms criticizing it. But it's like, yo, you're just not the man for the job. Why can't people see this? You've been here 2 years, over 100 games, and the squad's better. But our performances are sometimes. Look at today's performance. Look at the Wolves' performance.
1 step forward, 1 step back.
Absolutely.
On the whole, our football isn't good, and it hasn't improved on the Jose team. Football, we're still crap to watch, bro. It's just that we've got better players now.
Yes, we're still
shit to watch.
Better players, more moments.
Yeah, but we're shit to watch. We're proper shit to watch. It hurts my heart, bro. Because anyone that follows me knows, that, bro, I care about how football is played, bro. Do you know what I mean? Even from the players that I like in football, I care about how the game is played, bro. I care about it. I'm not someone, I only care about if we win, bro. Cool, them glory hunting, man, cool. You get me? You only care. You man might as well watch the game on teletext. Don't watch the game then. Oh, we won. It don't matter. Don't matter. We played shit. We won. No, it matters to me, bro. Do you know what I mean? I fell in love with the game of football because football's entertainment, bro. Football's theatre. It's not maths, blood. So fuck when man's throwing me stats and but we won. Fuck off, bro. How did we win, bro?
Yeah, especially when it becomes a regular thing as well. When it's regular, like even when we win, like the Wolves game is an example, we're not good to watch. You know what I'm saying?
I love a smash and grab better than the next man, but not every week.
Yeah.
That can't be your go-to. Not at all, man.
And you can't win the league as well by that. You can't win the league.
That's our go-to.
The sad thing about it now is like today, I thought this could be the turning point. I can't lie. I watched the road to the semi-final.
We're fucked now, blood. Trust me.
I thought it was the positive turning point, man. I watched that video, road to the semi-final. I thought, you know what? Let me just be quiet past couple of days. Let's go out and do the job today. And we're just back at square one again, man.
They sucked you in with the DVD. Is that what you're saying?
No, the YouTube video, road to the semi-final, bro. I said, let me just slap this on, get inspired.
Hashtag be inspired, man. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't even know, like the last good performance I'll say we had, what I can actually be like, I'm proud of my team was probably Everton.
Everton.
Yeah, we control that game.
Everton leads.
Yeah. And that's what I want my team to do. A team of this caliber. We're not Burnley. Do you know what I mean? We're not Burnley where we're gonna just be in the trenches the whole game, get a corner and go nick it. You know, I want to control games, however that may be. There's a manner of winning, man. There's a manner of winning.
For me, like, if we're playing bad and we're getting trophies, I'm fine with that. I can accept that for a season, especially because we've gone so long.
Only one season.
Exactly. That's what Jose Mourinho, when he first came in, 2 trophies in his first season. I accepted that. But then they got to a point where it's like, we're not going anywhere. Like, you want to see good football at the same time. And with Oli,
and it's boring to watch. It's painful and boring sometimes.
With Oli, it's not beautiful football, and you're not winning us trophies right now.
Bro, man, it's not even, you're not even getting us close to winning trophies, bro. Like, this is what's killing me about our football, because it's like, man, someone said, would you rather play good football than lose? I hate this notion, you football fans, just think that, right, teams that play good football don't win shit, bro. Did you see what Man City done to us today? Or was you man not watching the game? Was you man bashing off in a sock or something?
Well, they got 100 points one season, and I think the season after they got 98 points.
Bro, you can play good football and win things.
Yeah, of course.
Liverpool won the Champions League and the league playing attacking front foot football. Man City played attacking front foot football today. Stop chatting like you have to pick between playing good football and winning trophies. You only have to do that if you got Jose as manager. But other than that, you shouldn't have to choose, blood. I'm not trying to hear that.
The only reason why people have to choose is when they ain't got the quality. So when you remember a team like Norwich, they tried a thing, but they didn't have the quality for it.
Yeah,
we have got the quality. Yeah, we have got the quality. Bring me Norwich's manager. Bring me Norwich's manager.
And it would be more. It'd be more understanding if you didn't have the players to do it and you weren't more defensive. If you were more defensive because you didn't have the players to do it, it's like, all right, I'm trying to get the players in. We've seen at times when we've blown teams away how good our team can be. Look at the caliber. Look at our bench. Look at the caliber of attacking players we have, and we play Mourinho football. If this was Mourinho or Van Gaal playing this football and making his comments up and
that's
down,
why flawless though. That's why for me, as much as I disrespect Jose Mourinho and I call him dinosaur football, I always respect him that he won us a Europa League and a Carabao Cup. And something that I could say, you know what, I celebrated it. I didn't like Mourinho football, but when he won us a cup, I celebrated it, man. I was gassed when Zlatan scored the header. Was it header?
Because we want to win.
Exactly.
We want to win stuff, bro.
Do you know what I'm saying, bro? I was in Printworks in Manchester, man. You get me? Flawless on all that. I was in Printworks, man. I was celebrating it in the walkabouts, man. In the walkabout bar, bro. Man was celebrating. I had a guy, pull out his chest and nearly put beer on me. I had to quickly dash out of window because man don't drink that. You get it? So I had to get away, bro. You know what
I remember all them times, man. I remember winning the Champions League in 2008 and being in town and that singing in the gardens and all that. You get what I'm saying? Man. Where you watching on Merseyside. I remember all them things. Someone actually spilled drink on me and I let it slide. When else am I letting it slide? Obviously, it's different for you. You get what I'm saying?
I get home now. I'll be in trouble, man.
Yeah, you can't do them things. You can't do them things. Yeah, we want silverware. That's what we all want, man. We all want silverware, and we don't believe we can get this with this manager. But people think we have agendas, or we don't want the team to do well. No, we just don't think this man's good enough to get us past the job, to get us to that. That's why we all wanted Poch. Or I think most of us wanted Poch anyway. So it's like, it is what it is.
And even before the silverware, show me why we deserve it. You know, show me something. Like Tottenham are so boring to watch now, but if they go on to win this cup, they're horrible to. Like, I wouldn't trade places, but if they go on to win this club, I know their plan, execution.
Yeah, they sold their soul, and it was worth it.
And it was worth it for that Carabao Cup. Yeah,
you know, and if they go on to be more successful, I understand. When Arteta first got Arsenal playing a little bit, obviously they slipped off. He planned, and then they couldn't execute. Right now, I don't know.
They don't have the quality. In all fairness,
maybe they ain't got the quality for it. Right now, I don't know how. Right now, we don't know our best starting 11. We don't know our best formation. We don't know how we're going to turn up to games. The Everton one took me by surprise. I didn't even know we had that in us. You know?
But how am I seeing, like, start of the week, Paul Pogba and Matic You know, the way they're doing their little dresses and that on Instagram. And then next week, you know, might actually playing the game and it's like, you know, depression FC. How does Man United do that to you? How does it make you feel, yeah, that Man United, it's all going well and they're having a little fashion contest, yeah? And then next, you know, Matic don't get a game. And McTominay gets a game.
Yo,
like,
Saeed, that's Manchester United, man. We are a roller coaster. Just get strapped in and you never know what's going to happen with the ride. Sometimes sometimes you'll be scared shitless. You know what I'm saying?
We're winning. We're winning the league. We're winning the league. This was the turning point in our season. That's really bucked up our ideas. The boys have realized, you know what? We're not just going to coast it. We've got to deserve to win this league. We're going to go win the next two. Liverpool, we see how it goes. We'll still finish above them by the end of it. Man United are winning the league.
Let's go. I'm going to make sure I tweet that out and say Rob said, all right, let's go.
Show, man.
Yeah.
Oh, but you sure?
Come on.
Say nothing, bro. I thought I blacked out. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, you thought the show ended?
I thought I blacked out, bro. You know them ones. I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that because someone's gonna clip your claw up, bro. And I'm gonna join in the slander. I'm not even gonna lie. So now I'm saying,
the end of the season, bro.
Listen, it's peak, innit? Like it's peak, but boy, bruv, onwards and upwards to the FA Cup, innit?
Trust.
Yeah,
that's all we can do.
Troy Deeney, masterclass, mate. You might come out with and just elbow Lindelof out of the way. You know that was.
Wait,
I need to shout Troy as well to get a match preview, man. But yeah, this is some nonsense, man. Like, big up all you man in here. Do you know what I mean? It's been emotional, blood. Like, man are out another cut. Do you know what I mean? And it's just dead right now, innit? So, like, the next game can't come soon enough, man. Big up everyone inside. Make sure you follow the boys. Do you know what I'm saying? Man said roller coaster led by Mickey Mouse. You ain't lying. You know, like that.
This is not even open as well. You get me?
Disneyland things, innit? You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you look, smash the like button before you leave. There's been over 3,000 people here the whole time. Do you know what I'm saying? Another good show. Do you know what I mean? Mad love for everyone for interacting, passing through. Shout out the man.
Wait, these already come when we lose. Come on, look, man.
No, they got to see Strapman Baines, man. They got to see Strapman Baines. That's why.
Strapman Baines.
STB. We call it STB now.
GRM Daily soon come. You get me with the stats.
You went crazy today. Still, you get me. Big up everyone inside.
Man, I just won a trophy, man. I'm so
but listen, it's not gonna happen under this guy, bruv. So do you know what I'm saying? I don't know. What you're gonna have to start taking top 4 and them thing there, blood.
Nah, Rob said we win in the league and that. So Statman, you good?
This year, bruv. Don't worry, Statman. Me and you, we'll link up. Come the end of it, we'll celebrate, fam. This year,
yeah, man.
Man, that's mad.
On the what's it called?
You man are moving mad. You know the ones there. Like, all right, big up you, man. Man's back tomorrow at 1 o'clock with Matisse and DG, blood. So that's the next time you man will see me. Big up everyone inside. Make sure you follow up the boys. You already know.